I'd like to talk a little bit about our experience with Couchbase at Viber and how we started using it. The Viber service provides reliable text messaging. What drives Viber is basically the backend, of course. We had to make a backend which was able to deliver these billions of messages, talking minutes, at sub-second low latencies for hundreds of millions of users. We had our MongoDB cluster over there, and we also used another NoSQL database called Redis, which is an in-memory database. But as we grew, we found that MongoDB couldn't hold the throughput that we needed. We actually had to put a separate Redis cluster for some of the high throughput needs that we had. Of course, it did have its problems, obviously. First was the MongoDB performance. As I said before, MongoDB was able to provide us more or less tens of thousands of operations per second, and our requirements were in hundreds of thousands, even close to 1 million operations per second is what we have today. Another thing is that MongoDB didn't scale well with many application servers. That's why we had a few problems and looked for a new third-generation database architecture. We did a rather extensive evaluation of many NoSQL technologies and checked which was the best for our use case, and worked with all of the requirements that we put here. And as you can probably guess, we chose Couchbase. This is the third-generation architecture. Again, all on Amazon. We have our Viber clients connecting to our application servers, and we have our Couchbase clusters. Now, you might notice that I have a few Couchbase clusters there. What we did is we split them up to 6 different Couchbase clusters in this case, and not a single big one. We have over 300 application servers, which all of your clients are connected to them. In the second generation database architecture, we basically had our MongoDB, which had 150 servers. Redis, we had over 100 servers, so over 250 servers, close to 300 even. That we have today, or had until recently. And in the third generation architecture, with Couchbase, we basically divided it up to 6 different Couchbase clusters, up to 50 nodes. The total number of servers that we need to replace the second generation architecture is between 100 and 120 servers. Now, if you do the math, you can see that with less than half of the servers, we're able to do increased performance and get much better and scalable architecture. Next, I'd like to talk a little bit about the numbers behind Viber. Right now, we have hundreds of millions of active users using Viber all the time. In terms of throughput of our system, we transfer billions of messages and talking minutes every single month. Viber has enjoyed exponential growth since it started. You can see here the graph is the actual number of messages per month from 2011 until almost today, until the end of last year. You can see how fast our service is growing and the throughput of our system.